YouTube, what's going on, YouTube?
It's Siahh 3K, and we back with another motherfucking video. We got my boy Tay. Shout out to my nigga fucking Tay, bro. What the fuck? Man, this real deal on bro. My nigga first reaction video on the channel. Reaction? Y'all know how we coming. And we just hit and we just hit 100,000 all-time views on my channel.
Milestone.
We going crazy. Really going crazy.
Facts.
But today we got
facts. What we got? Tight.
Boom! Inside America's most violent prison systems.
Oh.
Like Tommy G. First of all,
get the bitch started.
Shout out to Tommy G.
Facts.
I don't know.
Producing some real videos. Entertaining.
Let's check it out.
He a producer for real.
It ain't no guns in the joint for them in the prison. He called me, showed me the shit.
Man, y'all don't mind my face. My shit is inverted on this camera. I just had to say that. Telling y'all folks know. Okay, cool.
Run it.
They're hearing metal on me.
This shit be serious though.
Oh,
I seen this.
This is
you seen this one?
I seen this shit. No. I think I might have seen the clip on TikTok.
So I see the living conditions in prison. Horrible. Says, hey man, there's a guy in the TV room named Rex, and he says he's gonna turn you out. And I'm like, what does that mean? Like, I don't care. And he's like, that means he's gonna rape you. Sexual assault is common in prison.
What the fuck? Nah, that's crazy.
This why you can't go to jail.
Y'all, before we even really get knee deep in the video, this is a reminder to never go to fucking prison. Never. It's not worth it, y'all. Certain shit just not worth it.
Hell, do it.
Describe life and going to prison.
I say it's dangerous. You better be on all your tens, because this place, it ain't no place for the weak.
Shut up about what you do for fun around here. See, you really want to see this? Y'all really want to see what we do for fun around here?
Black History Month, a bunch of white guys wearing dog collars.
Every Black History Month in Georgia State Prison, that's what they do.
Which game
The fuck?
is the most dangerous?
Nah, that's
what kind
crazy.
of stuff are they doing in money?
How do niggas have rollies and chains in prison? How the fuck are niggas getting this shit in prison?
Right now we speak in Georgia State Prison.
No.
Hey, that's some real shanks. Oh, we all never know watching no ass.
Look.
I'm at
First stab, you die.
I'm at all this shit up.
About a year ago, I started seeing posts from prison inmates coming across my Instagram feed, and it was absolutely crazy. Some of these guys had Jordans on,
The fuck?
cash and pounds of weed. Some even
Niggas got
video games in their stuff.
Nah, I ain't gonna front. That shit crazy though. Niggas got the whole game in they shit.
Bro, I heard they charge $100 per gram in jail. Okay.
How this was all possible. But then I saw this. Guys posted up with knives, vicious looking machetes, entire gangs armed to the teeth. So I started to wonder what was going on in the Georgia prison system. And once I went down this rabbit hole, I couldn't stop. I started learning about horrific living conditions, brutal murders, prisons with no guards on duty, extortion gangs that charge you rent if you want to be alive, smuggling, bribery, gang warfare, guards and gangs, and even the prison system covering up murders. So to bring you into this world, you'll hear from current inmates on the inside, former inmates, and retired guards. And today you'll see inside one of the most brutally dangerous places in the country, the Georgia State prison system.
My nigga from Atlanta too, y'all.
Stay the fuck out of that prison.
Ew, nigga, what the fuck?
Damn.
I'm cold right now, but they kind of hard right now. You still got my what's up, my nigga? Smooth up. Hey, how long you got those? Shit, I got about like 8, 9 months left. How long you got, bro?
Oh, some elbows.
Damn, what that mean?
Shit, I think that nigga got life. Maybe. Nigga shooting a probation officer?
she really could have done call that if she really wanted to.
Per capita, the Georgia prison system is arguably the most dangerous place in the United States. For reference, let's compare to Memphis, Tennessee, which has been America's murder capital for the last couple years. There were 234 murders recorded in Memphis in 2025 with a population of just over 600,000. By comparison, it's estimated that in 2025, that between 50,000 Georgia prison inmates, there were over 300 murders, which would make the Georgia prison system 15 times more murderous than the most dangerous city in the country.
You see what the squid out here, man. I went away for armed robbery. Cops on the air, niggas snitched on me type shit.
Describe life in Georgia prison.
I say it's dangerous. You better be on all your tens, cause this place, it ain't no place for the weak. Zero staff, no staff working. Nigga dying every day.
What do you do?
How this nigga even got a shiesty in prison? How the fuck niggas getting shiesties in prison? They gotta be like mailing this shit. They gotta be mailing this shit. Ain't no way. There ain't no way
Let me
they
give
can
you
do
the
it.
bird's eye view of the Georgia prison system. Here, there are over 50,000 inmates spread across 34 prisons, 4 privately ran facilities, and over 20 county work camps. Within these walls, there are well over 12,000 registered gang members, and they far outnumber the guards. Gangs in here run highly sophisticated smuggling networks to bring in drugs and weapons. They bribe and control corrections officers, and they run brutally violent extortion campaigns targeted on non-gang affiliated inmates, which are referred to as civilians. In here, you have to fight to survive.
Whoa.
Damn.
Whoa. What the fuck?
I did 5 years.
How are niggas
Okay,
even?
and what did you serve for?
Armed robbery.
Where in Georgia did you go to?
Marietta, Cobb County.
And then you went to prison?
Call
Yeah,
them
I
don't
went to
bullshit
prison,
either.
juvenile.
So that's where you from?
17.
Nah, I moved over there though. They do not play.
You feel like the police?
Hey, you said, do I fuck with the police?
No. I'm talking about like the police.
Yeah, the police. They had no
They don't fuck around.
no
Damn.
bullshit with nothing.
What was
Pull you
that
over for any reason.
Terrible.
Tell me about it.
Then they
So
all
y'all
white.
first?
I ain't gonna lie, you know,
what?
That's what I'm
everybody,
talking
you know,
about.
gang, they all players, you know, trying to rob you, extort you.
How are niggas getting chains, gang? Like,
With the tab.
for real, niggas got chains with tags on. Like, niggas, like, how are you getting that shit, bro?
It's not a game.
My name email and I did 10 years in Georgia State Prison.
What did you serve for?
Armed robbery and a bunch of other little petty crimes, but I officially went down the road for armed robbery.
How would you describe the conditions inside the Georgia State prison system?
Now the conditions in Georgia State Prison are terrible, man. I know for sure that Georgia State Prison is the worst prison in the United States.
You went viral for posting videos of your time in there, right?
And rapping, posting things. that
Niggas got Little Caesars? Niggas got Little
Caesars.
Caesars. Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I went to the hole every time.
My name's Cody Witt, and I served 5 years.
And what were you in for?
Armed robbery.
Okay. What was it like when you first got to your cell? What were some of the things you had to do to prove yourself on?
So my second day in prison, I'm thinking, man, this is going so smooth, it's awesome. I'm up there with my buddy from Gainesville, and he tells me, he says, hey man, there's a guy in the TV room named Rex, and he says he's gonna turn you out. And I'm like, what does that mean?
Nah, I ain't gonna front.
And he's like, that means he's gonna.
I ain't gonna front. There's no way on God's green earth he would have got that up out of me. If that shit was happening to me, I would, bro. That's some shit you gotta take to the grave. So shout out to fucking Cody for admitting that shit.
Because I do not care.
I ain't gonna lie, you would have. Yeah.
That's embarrassing, bro.
Yeah.
Ain't
What the
no way.
fuck? The fact that a nigga can even think they can do that to you is, yeah, like, what the fuck? You gotta really jaw a nigga. Hell no.
Immediately.
Yeah. That's some shit that, like, yeah. You gotta just, like, what? And then you just gotta, yeah, hell no. Got to. That's mandatory.
I'm scared, man. So he's like,
Second day.
use
I
my
wasn't on
shoes.
second
He
day.
had the strap-on diabetic shoes that they give you at sick call. So they're about size 14. So I put them on, looked like a clown, and he went down to the cell and he opened the door for me. I ran into his cell and he was sitting on the bed with another dude. Started fighting, and once that happened, once I took off on him, it's like either I beat this guy or he beats me, and I don't know what he's gonna do to me. It was over with, so I got up and I walked out, and my buddy from Gainesville said, the next time it's gonna be knives. I'm like, yo, I don't have a knife.
Oh, y'all know we don't watch no live.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. That's some crazy shit. Second day? That's crazy. That's
first
crazy.
instance, I started as a correctional
Oh,
officer one.
and
level
whenever
as a
you
captain
talk to the
of
audience,
social
just look at the green
I
dot.
mean, if they have their pants a little lowered so where they're just showing just the top part of their underwear, quote unquote, the crack, and they're walking next to a certain inmate, they're that inmate's property. You can hear the sexual intercourse going on.
I'm watching TV through the door or
Oh.
whatever.
That's why they be fighting that bit every day.
I'm like, God damn. So boom, buddy come out, eye bleeding, face stabbed, neck, wrist, he damn near died.
They were stabbing him as they were beating him?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
That was the blood that did it?
No, it was a Muslim.
What the
percent of
fuck?
guys are-
That shit crazy.
How
That's
about
some shit you see in a horror movie.
Yeah, that's like some.
The tan inmate though,
Hell.
wrapped around the neck and walking around like a dog.
What is that about?
Control.
Now that right there, every Black History Month at Georgia State Prison, that's what they do.
I just think it's interesting because I think if the roles were reversed, this would be a nationwide story. Everyone would be looking into it. You know?
Definitely.
You said it's more acceptable, or are people trying to take it from you?
Well, no, it's definitely more acceptable now than back in the day.
Are they really against it, or are they just putting it on that they're against it?
There's two ways in everything.
Okay, that's
Good and bad.
okay.
And did you go in unaffiliated?
I did. I was 18 years old. I was scared. I was roommates with a guy, and I saw him get a lot of money. He was a crip. And he kept asking me, he's like, man, I heard about what you did in G2, man, how you beat that guy and you stand on your 10 toes. He's like, man, you ought to get down with us. Nah, man, that's not me. I saw them getting all this money and having their way, and so I was like, let's run it, man.
Did you get jumped in?
Yeah, so I had to do 3 minutes with 3 different guys at once in the mop closet. So I got beat pretty bad. But if you
Damn.
In the mop closet, no, he ain't no space.
Shit, you just in that bitch just
Going crazy.
damn.
trying to make you get back up
Oh,
and you keep fighting. I had 2 black eyes, I had a busted lip, busted nose.
Alright, so I did 4 years
And what'd you serve for?
on robbery. That shit zombie land, that shit fucked up. That shit really fucked up, for real.
So did you go in unaffiliated? Did you join a crew? What did that look like?
I just went in like me. You feel me? I just stood 10 toes.
Did you feel like you needed to get a knife just to protect yourself?
Yeah, everywhere you go, you need a knife.
Of all the inmates in there, what percent of them have a knife?
Oh, about 90, 95.
So basically, you guys.
Niggas posting shit on Snapchat? What the fuck?
Knives made.
Shit like that,
The
For
knives
real.
are usually made like this. You're gonna cut that off of metal, okay? So you can see how it would outline. I have a machete here. That would be the submachine gun. So we're literally gonna cut that, and then once you cut it off, you know, it's shaped.
What you cut it with?
Yeah, what'd you cut that shit with?
Cut metal.
Yeah, like, are you a welder? How the fuck you gotta cut the
This
metal?
would be my submachine gun.
My name is Tiffany Johnson, and I'm with Georgia Prisons Exposed.
With her Facebook page, Georgia Prisons Exposed, Tiffany's on the front lines of getting information out about what's really happening behind bars. It's a place where family members can communicate to check to see if their locked up loved one is still alive. And she also gives inmates a platform to let their voice be heard on things ranging from the AC unit going out during an excessive heat warning to MRSA and scabies outbreaks to figuring out whether recent deaths were because of murder or overdose.
I've been incarcerated myself.
And what was it like behind bars?
It sucked. The officers could care less of what's going on with you.
Right now, there's an epidemic of stabbing with pills going
Yes.
on. Are they being covered up?
Yes.
And are they classifying murders as suicides?
A lot of times they do. I know one lady, her son supposedly committed suicide, but when she got the autopsy report back, this bone right here was missing in his neck, and so it could have been strangulation, but he was brutally beaten, and she actually sent me his autopsy photos. I mean, they filleted him like a fish.
Do you think a lot of these
Damn.
deaths are covered up?
Yes, for example, I worked at Phillips State Prison. It was ruled suicide, but it was in a mental health unit, and the first thing that was done was the logs were checked to make sure that checks were being done properly. Then things were being filled out before medical even came down. Because the first thing the administration is going to say is, let me see your check logs. Paperwork is being forged.
So I've heard stories of guys get put in solitary after a fight or stabbing, and then a guard opens up the door.
Yes.
The guard is affiliated with the gang, and then lets another gang member stab them to death.
Yes.
I got stabbed in the sleep 9 times. Also set me up, man. I'm trying to put the word out there, you know what I'm saying? These people here is no good. Like, this shit is no way you want to be out there. This shit, man. Your partner gonna tell on you at the end of the day.
For real though. Nah, that shit real as fuck though. That shit right. We seeing that shit right now too.
Them folks locked up, man.
Hey, you can't teach these niggas on how to be real.
That's a fact.
It made me have something on that heart.
Oh my god.
I dare you.
I ain't gonna lie, but this nigga put so many ads in this video. Like, I'm finna spend a good like 40 minutes right here in this shit. I already know.
Not only are guards allegedly helping in gang hits, but the DOJ found evidence that Georgia is routinely underreporting homicide deaths. For example, independent watch groups estimate that over 300 inmates were murdered in 2025, but the state's official records only show about 70 killings. One way the state does this is even if a body has clear evidence of being beaten or stabbed, they will label the cause of death as unknown, and they've used this tactic hundreds of times in recent years. But my question is, isn't covering up murder a crime? I mean, if a guy in the street does this, he gets 25 to life. But if a Georgia prison official does this, nothing to see here, it honestly sounds criminal to me.
Now the danger, this something that go on every single day. Like right now we speak, somebody might be tied up against stabbed. Right now we speak in Georgia State Prison. I did my time in a low-file prison, so 90% of the inmates had life sentences.
Because if you have a life sentence, where's there to lose if you stab someone or get in a fight?
Nothing. They gonna come and get you if you kill somebody, but 9 times out of 10, the person with the life sentence not gonna care.
What was it like being a white person in Georgia prison?
Oh man, I had to constantly show out and constantly act like a big bad wolf. Like I survived out of other people fearing me.
Water everywhere. Water, rats, all types of stuff. Water everywhere. Bones, blood, all types.
Did you feel like you were treated like an animal in there?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Man, food shitty. They even disrespect you, you feel me? Like, even though they guards, they think they got the privilege to disrespect you, but some people don't give a damn, so they gonna stab the officer or beat the officer.
Damn, niggas stabbing the officer?
Everybody
Nah, bro, them niggas, hey.
About the sponsor of today's video. Well, before we get to the video,
Hey man, shout out to the sponsor, bro. But hey, no one's watching this shit. Hold on, we just we see right past this shit. Okay, we're gonna go to right here. Shout out to the sponsor though. Oh well, you gotta unload this screen.
Free cash for sponsoring this, and now back to the episode.
Terrible, awful, no nutritional value.
Ew, what the fuck?
On the other hand,
That's all I would eat.
thing on there was
That's the only thing I would eat if it's the ramen.
And that was like $5.
It's like, damn,
It's
a
lot.
pack a day is
You're
crazy.
either making money off of cigarettes, weed, and illegal stuff, or you're having your family send money. If you're having your family send money, that's a lot of money a week you're spending just trying to eat.
Yeah, nigga, how we eat over here. I'm saying on the toilet, and this shit dirty hell. This toilet been clean. It's dirty.
This nigga's bragging about eating off a toilet, y'all. This nigga's bragging about eating off a toilet.
Beef stick, chips, and everything. Jalapeno peppers. This how you eat for free at Siahh, bro. It's $25 right here. It's $25. It's $25. It's got Chinese, Apple Pay, anything, or Venmo.
How much you spend on all this?
You know what I'm saying? I spent $79.
You spend $79. You saying this $75? So you gonna sell this, get your money back, and then what?
This all my food that I keep right here.
So do what you munching on.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a free game. You a smart man, man. Look, it's a minute to hit man. Straight up how to eat free and
If you can't eat free, you going out bad, bro.
Going out bad, bro.
So we're gonna have the lasagna, Italian seasoning, and the sausage on the bowl to make the filling. And now I'm gonna mix in the Italian sausage.
You should look like dog food, man.
Bro, that shit is ass, bro.
They doing this shit like it's ASMR.
For
So-
real. Like, what the fuck, bro?
That shit do not look good.
700.
So if somebody went down, how much help were the guards?
No help.
So guard or short staffed?
Yeah, very.
He look like he
Were
don't
there
take shit
fights that they
serious.
just did nothing about?
Yeah, no fights. You getting stabbed. You fight, someone gonna come behind you and stab you.
A war broke out, and there were 2 guards on shift, and they stood outside the dorm and watched. What are you gonna do? There's 30 guys on one side, 30 guys on the other. They all got knives, and they're all fighting each other. What are you gonna do? You know?
How is that even possible to keep anything safe?
You can't.
Were there enough guards for how many inmates there were?
No, there's never enough guards. And some stuff I don't even supposed to say, but I'm going to tell you, because it's never enough guards. Like, we need guards for some of these guys to make it home. Like, a lot of guys that died in there would never died if it was guards. I did 10 years. I done had thoughts that I'd get killed in there, because I'm a gang member, and the gang lifestyle in there is way totally different than the civilian lifestyle in there.
They are understaffed. The pay is at a bare minimum. Honestly, it's not even minimum wage. So you're expected to work 12, 13, 14 hours. One officer.
Shit, I don't want to work there either. Shit, hey man, shout out to the correction officers that's out there, man, because I would never do that shit. I'll never work at a fucking prison. I don't even want to be in that type of environment. Like, hell no.
Maintain control, and you're the only person. It is nothing for an inmate to offer an officer $2,500 for an iPhone, and you barely make that on your first paycheck.
And what is the starting pay?
Yeah, that is real though.
I couldn't work there because
hell yeah, oh God, I will.
I believe that the last that I heard was Georgia's prisons are understaffed by about 60 to 70%, and most of them. There's been people that has laid there dead for a couple of days before they were even found by officers.
But now it's a supervision problem. Like these guys can't be monitored. They literally can't be monitored. So it leads to more violence and more mental health issues.
On average, across the state, fewer than 50% of guard positions are filled. And according to national standards, a safe, functioning prison should be at 90% staffed. Let's cover the situation at Georgia's most dangerous facilities. Valdosta State Prison has only 20% of guard positions filled, and stabbings happen there daily. At 30% staffed facilities like Macon State and Georgia Diagnostic, the Department of Justice found that inmates are using fishing line and super glue to perform DIY surgery on their own stab wounds. But it does make you wonder. With the staffing crisis this severe, why hasn't Georgia called in the National Guard to help make these prisons safe again?
That shit crazy. These niggas
Bro.
going
Them niggas, hey y'all, them niggas in that bitch tweaking.
It's like an ad every 8 minutes.
Literally, like, come on, man. Any day now. Okay, we're good.
Which game would you say was the most dangerous?
Bloods.
And why is that?
Because most of them know we got family support, so you feel me? They just gonna come, stab and kill you, or get ranked off it too.
So part of the reason they were so aggressive is because they had no one back home to support them, so this is what they had to do to get theirs.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff did they do to get money?
Shit, rob you.
And who'd you ride with in prison?
I'm Blood.
And from what I hear, the Bloods did some of the most of the extortion and things like that.
Well, definitely.
Can you speak about that?
You don't want to go in there and have to listen to another grown man like with this gangbanging stuff. Nobody digging in the program. Somebody's gonna be telling you what to do.
Here's how the extortion campaigns could look. Let's imagine you are a rural guy named Jeff that got caught up using meth, and you get sent to prison. And because you walk in there unaffiliated with the gang, inmates look at you like a dog looks at a bone. And now it's likely that you get placed in a pod that a gang will run. So they might tie you up, beat you, and using smuggling phones, send pictures of you to your family members saying, if you don't send us $300 a week, Jeff will be beaten or dead, and they mean it. And just like that, Jeff's family, who's likely already struggling to make ends meet, is faced with an additional $1,200 bill just to keep their family member alive in prison. And remember, there are barely any guards in there, and the ones that could help you might very well be paid off by the same gang that's extorting you. It's easy.
Damn.
Yeah,
So it's really like you damn near double like you can't do nothing, like it's over with.
Members will
That shit crazy, folks.
Shit damn near hell.
Yeah, bro, this is insane.
And send it to their families, and they're like, you need to.
He got them little dirt eyes.
So we don't kill them, and sometimes we just make them take it for their own enjoyment. It scares me. Even when I'm driving down the road, I'm like terrified that I'm gonna get pulled over and go to jail for something, and I'm not even doing anything.
Show everybody what you do for fun.
She over there.
Alright, come on now.
You really want to see it? Do y'all really want to see what we do for fun?
No way, bro. Tommy, come on, gang. We just got, bro. This is insane, bro. Come on, man. We're only 21 minutes in the video. We still got another 20 minutes.
They were both on meth and strips.
You making cheese off this shit?
And they had both been up a couple days, and the guy tells, they're good buddies, JB, and I forgot the other guy's name. And he says, don't put him in the cell with me tonight, I'm gonna kill him. Waiting out on strips and ice. They get put in the cell together at night, no one listened to them. You know, this was during coronavirus, so there was like 2 guards for the whole 1,200-man compound. We got locked down, and next thing you know, dude, all you're hearing is locker boxes banging, you're hearing metal on meat, hit them with a fan motor, stabbed them. This is hours on end just happening. And my bunkmate's like, come on, we need to go check on them, we need to go check on them. I'm like, dude, I'm not going nowhere near that shit. You can go check on them.
No, for real. That's real, though. That ain't got shit to do with you.
That's bloody. I didn't want to do it, man. I didn't want to do it. And then all you see is the head of this other guy poking out from under a pile of clothes. And he's missing his eyeballs. His face is all bloody. And
so they were buddies, but they were so mentally ill from the drugs that he killed his brother.
K2. It's K2 with everybody time.
Paper strips, also known as K2 or spice, is a synthetic cannabinoid. Is one of the biggest drugs in prison.
Yeah, bro. You know niggas be smoking horse tranquilizer and rat poison. That's what that shit is.
You up when you are high, so they can extort you, or they will use you for cheap labor when other inmates know that you'll do anything to get your hands on another strip.
Oh, you saw it. You say you went from what?
I said, now we went from friendship to slavery. Now he's slavery.
Man, it's a business, man. Everything a business, bro.
Oh, yeah.
When I call you up here, bro, and you make your money, bro, that shit cool, bro. Hey, you already know, man, you know, got my boy in here, cleaning up, gotta get me together. I ain't gotta do none of that shit, man. You know, when you got it like that, shit happen. Oh, snap, man. Sure we did. His wife, hey, hold it in and get that to you. Hold it in and get that to you. Put it in, don't blow it out, John.
They got the whole videos.
For real, like they really got videos of this shit. Like, this shit is crazy.
Folks, I'm trying to show you as much as I can inside the Georgia prison system, but some of it is just too brutal, dangerous, and graphic to show fully on YouTube. So if you would like to see the full and uncensored version of this episode, head to my Patreon and
take care of the basics, you know, the mopping, the cleaning, and stuff like that. But no one cares until it's quote unquote inspection time, where the warden walks the compound and checks every dorm. And let's be real, the wardens. I'm gonna be honest, they don't give a damn. They're just trying to figure out which officer they can sleep with.
We've heard of people that have been eaten alive by bed bugs and rats.
Yes, bed bugs, rats, roaches. I mean, their facilities that they're living in is just disgusting.
My name is Willie Jackson. I went away to prison for 30 years.
Damn.
I went away for murder, armed robbery, and aggravated assault. I remember the first prison that I went to. It was called Georgia State Prison in Reedsville. Every cell in Reedsville was a single man cell. They put 3 beds in the single man room. No matter what we did, you know what I'm saying? The punishment is to serve time in prison. It's not for the guards to beat us. We still have rights. It's worse than what it was when I was there.
How are they extorting guards?
Female officers are groomed. So it'll start off something simple as, you smell nice today, Miss Jones. Did you do something different to your hair, Miss Jones? And then these women who, some may be lacking self-esteem,
She must be a bad bitch. Shit. Shout out Miss Jones.
They get at home, they're spending 12 to 13 hours a day with the same group of inmates, are falling for it. And it becomes to meet me in the broom closet. Because if you have one officer working a dorm,
damn, so they bumping coochies in prison?
It is nothing.
Nah, ain't no way y'all bumping coochies in prison. Well, I mean, yeah.
So how common is it that guards are having sex with the inmates?
I probably say weekly.
We call the local PD for help. Hey, will they be doing everything here? Instead of telling us no, they call back up and say we can take you to jail for this. So we have to leave, and maybe this is part of the Georgia system that seems to love prison so much.
3 officers? You kidding me? We were basically, and then we asked for your
Damn.
help.
I That shit, you weren't lying. Shit, these niggas don't play shit.
I'm just trying to make sure that we save some music from the streets.
Just so we know the zone that we can step on. This entire square block.
Technically, you could be on the sidewalk.
County
But here's the problem. Once you go further, we're supposed to start doing. You say, okay, then the difference is you get that close to the window, take you to jail. The other sidewalk is fine. The other sidewalk, no further.
Did you guys find that to be an unreasonable response for a polite request?
Well, we live here, so it's an everyday response to us. And that's just the college campus police. That's not even.
Damn, that's a college campus police? Bro, that nigga's overdoing it.
Second shot. And again, we called the police for help to see if they would, politely, could we get in? And look, they have someone's a sentry post monitoring us now. And it makes you wonder, why did I even bother calling them in the first place for help if this is how it was going to turn out? They just did on their own, right?
For real.
You should have known that.
That's real, though.
Folks were here in Georgia on a covert mission. We're about 3 minutes away from one of the deadliest prisons in the country.
Oh my gosh, man. I'm finna just pay for YouTube Premium, bro. Fuck it. I'm finna just pay
I was
for
thinking about
it. Yeah, this is insane, bro. Like,
Coastal State Prison. We're talking about a prison where people get stabbed, they get murdered, guards get caught smuggling contraband. This is a place with very serious problems. It's nighttime, it's Georgia, we're approaching a prison. We're probably going to be met with resistance by the security. What we're going to try and do is infiltrate as far as we can to get an idea of what this place looks like. So I'm just thinking, we all live in a safe little bubble. And
if you feel like it, shit.
Gladiator schools that people get locked up at. To wonder why this is happening in 2026, where we're supposed to have humane prisons for people. I would say this is a violation of human rights. What's really nuts right now is to be only feet away from a place that I know there's people in there right now getting extorted. There's family members from the outside having to send money in just for them to have a bed or not die.
Yeah, man, we got these boys downtown down there, these boys at Garnet Station. But ain't nobody with y'all. 2025, we got niggas sleeping in the mat.
And it makes you wonder, if I was a state senator here, or even the warden of this prison, would I not send in the National Guard or do something? An emergency is happening in here. There are more murders happening in the Georgia prison system than in the most murderous city in America, Memphis, Tennessee. What will it take for state government to step up and care and do something about this? Whether someone in there is a murderer or whatever crime, these are people that are supposed to receive human rights. Folks, most of the footage you're going to see in this episode are from inmates that are working with us that want to share their experience. And they're doing this at great risk. But I did want to see one of the more dangerous ones with my own eyes to get a feel for what we're working with here. All right, folks, we are at the Georgia State Capitol. I wanted to make sure these politicians know exactly what is happening in their prison system so that there could be an attempt to change it. I've given each of them a letter that includes things like, in 2024, 330 people died while incarcerated in Georgia, which is more murderous than the most murderous city in America, pound for pound, by a lot. And then I enclosed a few shocking photos so that they can understand the magnitude of what's going on. And guys, these 5 senators that we're delivering this to, I'm not attacking them. They have so much on their plate. They're busy guys. There's a lot of responsibility they have to handle. I hope that these photos are shocking enough that this goes to the top.
He seems like a real advocate for this stuff.
Sure, considerable.
So like to go stand outside in the heat and go hand out flyers, like that seems really like for avocation. Oh my God, that's not even a word. Oh my God. Breezy, clip that.
To meet a few of the senators. Sir, can I show you what's happening in the Georgia prison system? Big epidemic in violence right now. So this is pretty commonplace. Guys with crazy machetes.
He looking like he cared.
Oh, that place is. I just talked to Labat today on the phone.
That's a surfer.
Yeah. You have a stomach for tough things to see. This is a white inmate who, I guess in Black History Month, they walk him around like dogs and threaten him and extort. This is a.
I'm mad at that one.
Right.
Got carved up with a hot knife until he died. This guy got flayed like Hannibal Lecter style. Wow. And this has been going on for a couple of years. And as a former jail deputy, what do you think about the Georgia prison system?
Certainly needs to be revamped.
Yeah.
For sure. There's a lot of stuff that goes on that needs to be addressed big time. I mean, it's something that's been going on for a while. It's terrible what's going on. When I worked there, we were totally understaffed.
You are highlighting one of the key problems, which they're staffed at about 30% right now. So it's almost impossible for them to run a tight ship. So they need an extreme hiring measure, or things are going to get worse. But I know you're busy, sir. Enjoy your day. Thank you. Hey there. Trying to meet with Senator Bearden. Impromptu, of course.
Yeah, he's not in the office.
Okay, can I leave him a little note or something to look at? Okay, I'm just gonna write his name on it. But we're doing a piece on the prison system. I know he worked on some of that. Yeah, I just said, Senator Bearden, please check this out. The situation is dire. Also love to interview you. Fire out my number, please. Thank you. Knock, knock.
So is this the senator?
Which means some of them are
for real, like who the fuck is this? They got all these pictures of these old white niggas on.
These are photos that cannot be ignored once you've seen them. Okay. On to the next. Okay, well, can't get in. To the next.
Like an audible.
Here we go. On to the next. So I'm leaving my name and personal number for all the senators to call. And who knows, we can maybe visit a prison together in the next episode. This one says, Senator Robertson, this prison situation is dire. These men need your help. Men are dying. I'm looking to interview you about this story. Tell me.
I ain't gonna lie, I would do some shit like this.
I was just gonna say, you think they're gonna do it? Like senators?
Imagine this is where things get
No,
decided.
because they don't give a fuck. Because it's
how much more money?
bro. Once you're in prison, bro, like they don't give a fuck, bro. Like,
Local
I don't think they're gonna do that shit.
shit.
That's why you never go, bro.
4,900 data centers coming in. Americans are starting to feel across the board that our representation does not have our best interest at heart. And it's like, how? With 20, 30, 40% of our paychecks, how are you guys not doing the best job ever? And how are you guys not ashamed when you're failing? If I was using taxpayer money and in charge of it, I would feel bad if I was, But it seems like the solution nowadays is just.
Nah, come on.
They might throw that nigga in jail for talking about that.
Shit.
Was that an interview?
I think so. I'm probably gonna go to it right here.
Her answers to Washington, D.C.
Damn, why does the resolution do that? I hate that shit. They only do that shit when I'm
What
recording
do
the
you know
video.
about what's happening, and what are the problems? What are the solutions?
Well, I tell you, I was a criminal defense lawyer in Atlanta for 27 years before I came to Congress. And so I've been to all of the jails, many of the prisons in the state of Georgia, and I can tell you that over the years.
Oh, come on, don't do this towards the end.
I should be doing that. I just in the video, bro.
The Georgia prison system has declined in terms of resources, in terms of infrastructure.
Facts.
If you keep doing it, I'm just going to end the video.
But it has increased in terms of the number of inmates. And so in our prisons now, they are laboratories of death and crime, and their loved ones being killed or threatened with being killed or maimed or hurt if they don't provide a steady stream of money coming into the gangs that are actually controlling the prisons, because you don't have enough prison guards. So the prison officials have to allow a kind of informal governmental structure which uses inmates to control other inmates.
My name is Bianca Tylik. I'm the executive director at Worth Rises, and we are an organization that operates nationally to dismantle the prison industry and end the exploitation of people who are incarcerated and their loved ones.
Can you speak to why these places are so understaffed? I think Georgia's at 50 or 40% capacity.
It is a very difficult job to walk into an environment where there are tens, hundreds, thousands of people at potentially their lowest. Humans are not meant to put other humans in cages and lock the door. It will change who you are. Correctional officers have very high rates of alcoholism and substance abuse. They have very high rates of domestic violence at home. They have very high rates of suicide. It's not surprising to me that people don't want these jobs. They're not good jobs.
What's stopping the state of Georgia?
Shit, I thought FedEx was bad, bro. I thought FedEx was bad, y'all. I ain't go front. Fuck no.
The store,
that shit's
corporations give them to Georgia to create jobs. They give them tax incentives.
Maybe the thinking there is, hey, these guys, they murdered, they raped, they did this. Throw them in a cage. We don't want to waste any money on them. We'll use that money for other and more important things.
Tax cuts to corporations and millionaires and wealthy individuals.
Some people say that the way the prison economy is set up, from phone conversations to healthcare to commissary, that is a predatory in nature. And it forces these guys to try and make money in other ways because they can't make money by working. So, of course, they're going to invent other ways to make money. Can you speak to some of that?
There are some prisons where inmates are working for private corporations, and they might make, 93 cents or whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but it's certainly not minimum wage.
But hustles are a necessary part of life in prison because you will never survive purely based on whatever job you're assigned and the wages that come from it, especially not in the state of Georgia and others like it that don't pay anything for labor.
What do you think can be done to improve this?
Get adequate staff, ones that have a little bit of compassion that will actually care for the people behind the walls. Right now they're talking about and starting to do one-man cells, which I think is a good idea because a lot of people are killed by their cellmates. And Georgia keeps getting all this money to do all this different stuff, but yet all they want to do is build another prison, so that they can house more people.
For real.
Do you think it's a two-way street? On one end, you need more participation from the inmates for better behavior, but on the other end, you need the prison to invest better into them?
If the prison administration show that they actually cared and just don't care when there's visitors, then I really think it will go a long way with the inmates.
What can a prison be doing better?
And better administration, definitely change the hiring standards. Let's get them paid a little bit more because officers aren't going to care if they're making $16 an hour. You can go to McDonald's and make more than that and work overtime.
Shit, fucking Amazon shit. What the fuck?
Have a different way of how you hire them with the inmates.
I ain't gonna lie.
About 30.
What's the most you think they can hire you for?
You've been
to be a personal officer.
Yeah. The most amount of money.
Shit, I'd be cool with like 90 an hour.
That's
90 an
reasonable.
hour.
That's
cool,
reasonable.
like $10,000 sign-on bonus. I could fuck with that.
Yeah. I think I can.
I ain't gonna be there for long, but
Like $130 an hour.
5
Some,
years.
it can't be no 16
You have a
though.
15-year
Yeah,
sentence.
fuck
Let's start
no.
getting you into different programs. Let's just
Sir.
not put them in mental
I mean, what's no
hospitals and dope
interviews?
them up.
Fuck
Actually
yeah.
teach them something. Because eventually they are going to get out, and what's going to happen? They're going to be right back to where they came from because they don't know no better, and they haven't learned anything.
Folks, I'm sure many of you watching, myself included, has had a family member or friend been locked up in jail or prison, and I think we can all agree that no one deserves treatment like this, to live in absolutely dangerous and inhumane conditions. After
Prison restaurant.
Hey,
Man, that shit's crazy.
Oh. I'm gonna edit that shit up. Alright, y'all.
I fought never go to jail, man.
Yeah, man, that was
that was eye-opening as hell.
Never go to prison, y'all.
Especially
Don't do it,
in
y'all.
Georgia.
Shit not worth it.
Don't
y'all.
do shit in Georgia, especially.
Yeah. Don't do shit, period.
Fuck no.
And if that's bad, just imagine Bama, bro. Just imagine Bama prison, bro. They don't give a fuck.
That shit's terrible. I'm already knowing.
Yeah, bro. But hey, man, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, man.
And stay tuned, man.
Bro. Shout out to your Instagram, bro.
Man, my shit is what? Tay_Paid_. Tay_Paid for real_.
Bro. I'm gonna put it
Man,
right
y'all
there.
fuck with me. That's my YouTube too.
Bro, man. More content coming soon, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. See y'all in the next video, man. We gone.